Cash flow is a concern for many of us, but how can we ensure reliable access to credit that won't lead to aggressive repayment demands or even more debt? Oakam is an unsecured lending company with a string of retail branches across London serving the unbanked or underbanked.
The concept was born in 2003 when I was working for one of the high street banks here in the UK, and we attempted to serve these customers by doing a joint venture with one of the non-standard players. At that time, one of our priorities was to increase the access to universal banking and try to offer service to people on benefit. After a year and a half, we had to close down the test. We didn't manage to find a service model and a risk model that satisfied the bank. I left intrigued and dissatisfied by the failure of that test, and decided to leave the company and set up leave the bank and set up my own company.
And so Oakam was born, enabling customers to build up credit history through responsible and controlled lending. Regulated by the Office of Fair Trading, Oakam has a multilingual workforce and was initially set up to serve the immigrant community with no credit history in the UK. Its approach is to assess the needs and circumstances of customers on a face-to-face, case-by-case basis.
Most of our customers have had bad experience with financial service, but they're not in a position, because of their language or education or financial literacy, to complain about it, and they find themselves either with a negative mark on a credit report they cannot challenge, or fees they cannot challenge. They don't know how to write a letter to the ombudsperson. So we decided to put ourselves in their position.
When I asked my previous bank for a loan, they declined it straight away. I was in England for about a year or something, so I can imagine that was because of my history. It wasn't long enough, but the point is they never even said to me why they've declined it. So it's a bit, it's even worse to not know why. So Oakam gave me opportunity and said yes to me. They give me a chance.
Both innovation and customer loyalty are core to Oakam's ethos. As part of its bonus rewards scheme, customers are offered cashback incentives for meeting regular payments, rather than penalties for late payment. Since 2006, Oakam has paid nearly £6 million back in bonus rewards to customers. This business model has proved successful, as well over half of new customers now come from word-of-mouth recommendation.
Our approach has been, we start with the customer at a certain level of interest rate, and as they progress with us, that's the last part of our offering, we reduce the price we offer to them as they establish their relationship with us. So it's access, flexibility, control, and a big part of our, the cherry on the cake, if you want, is reward for loyalty.
With responsible control over access to finance and by establishing links to credit agencies, customers are able to build a strong credit history, often for the first time.
My credit was so low, really, really low. And now, 3 years down the line, my credit is sky high. I've got my first credit card 2 weeks ago, and I got my first store card 4 days ago, and I'm well happy and pleased, really pleased.
The Oakam appeal has spread. 45% of customers are now UK nationals. Yet whether migrant or British-born, Oakam prides itself on empathy for its customers and actively employs advisors from the same cultural or socio-economic backgrounds.
As a single parent myself, my customer base are single parents, and so they understand that I can feel for them, that I am, it's not rubbish that I'm saying to them. I've been there, and I know how it is, and they trust me.
I think people appreciate to talk in their native language because it gives them a confidence. It builds a trust between the advisor and the customer. It open the possibilities for their community to come, and maybe we can help them as well.
You see a customer come in and they've got, 3 kids, their cooker's broke, they can't get money, they've got £100 a week that they're supposed to live on, and they come to us and it's pretty, not simple, but we give them the money that they need and they walk out chuffed as puffs and off we go.
As the customer-advisor relationship is key to Oakam's success, it invests heavily in staff training and career development.
My story is very, very interesting because I came to Oakam as a temping, and I started I meant to be only for 2 months, and I stayed 4 years. And stayed 4 years from a telephone advisor. I became a store manager now, training to be an area manager, and this in the course of 4 years. There's a lot of training involved, obviously, but also as well they invested on me, and which I'm really, really grateful for. And I will keep going in Oakam for as long as I can.
With demand for its services greater than ever, Oakam's scaling plans are nationwide. It's also hoped that this innovative business model could be deployed in emerging markets. Challenging perceptions of credit lenders, Oakam prides itself on innovation, dedication and consideration for customers, both existing long-term ones and those in the future.
We're trying to show that there's another way, so that way sometimes has been taken by charity, by credit union. We're trying to show that there is a commercial approach to this sector that can be ethical, transparent, and create an affordable solution for the consumer.